KGMB9 has learned that June Jones and the University of Hawaii have most likely reached a tentative settlement for his early exit from Manoa, and where the money Jones owes the school for breaking his contract will go could be what made an agreement possible. Per our station sources, the more than $400,000 that is outstanding will be returned out in more of a creative payment per se. Some of the money could be headed directly to the athletics department, and the rest could benefit a college program outside Manoa affiliated with the University of Hawaii. Again, we want to say no final agreement has been released, but it appears the mediation process may have worked. For the record, Coach Jones, who is at SMU, has not confirmed this report, and the University of Hawaii has no comment at this time. What we have been told by the school is that any deal must be approved by the Board of Regents, and details at that time will be made public. 11 national championships, 176 first-team All-American selections, and 1 Golden Dome. The tradition of Notre Dame is longer and more grand than any other in college football history, and that's what makes Hawaii's Christmas Eve showdown so intriguing. Unfortunately for the Fighting Irish, they haven't had much to brag about in the last decade. Notre Dame hasn't won a bowl game since 1994, a span of 9 games, and life didn't get much easier for them this season. Despite consistently bringing in top 10 recruiting classes, head coach Charlie Weiss and his players struggled to a 6-6 record this year. But with a winning season on the line for both teams, Hawaii knows that this is not a game that they can take for granted.
Growing up, you always just thought about the Golden Domes, the guys with, those gold helmets, and, those guys still get the top recruits, every year in the nation. They're just young. They, haven't quite put it all together or whatever, but it's, it's still Notre Dame,
You got to be excited. When I was a kid, I think Notre Dame was the first school that I thought they invented football and stuff like that, All they do is football. They eat football, they dream football, they sleep football and stuff like that.
All right, this is the 5th time in the past 7 years the Warriors are playing in the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl. Tickets are still available. Kickoff with Notre Dame is at 3 o'clock on Christmas Eve. And KGMB9 will taking a look back at UH and Notre Dame's meetings of the past, as well as the keys to this matchup. That's Warrior football, the Road to Redemption, a 1-hour special next Tuesday.
31st. There are some positions in sports where the better you perform, the less you're noticed. Long snapper is one of them, and the UH Warriors simply have one of the best. Jake Ingram has gone so unnoticed the last 2 seasons, it's starting to become quite noticeable, and it could mean a career in the NFL. Without this, there's no this.
Good snap and hold, and that one is right down the middle.
You get your snap down, and then it's a matter of being focused and being able to go out and execute, and he does that in pressure situations. Every situation is a pressure snap for him.
He takes his job so seriously. I think that's one of the most important things. Is if it's just an inch off, he gets mad at himself. So it's a real nice thing to know that your long snapper takes more pride in his work than anyone else in the field.
Not for my own selfish reasons, but more for my team. I don't want to let my teammates down by messing up a field goal snap or having a bad snap on a punt. And I mean, it's just kind of just working out for me, I guess.
Boy, is it. Early word has Ingram as a likely invitee to the Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama in late January. A rarity for a long snapper and a sign of the level of interest coming Ingram's way from NFL scouts.
My dreams were to go to the NFL as a defensive end, but I mean, you got to get there the way you can, man. Accept your role and take it all the way and see what happens.
Jake is the best in the country. The pros know that. He could be on a pro team now, and he'll play in the pros for many, many years.
And that would be the ultimate karmic deliverance for the 6'4", 230-pound graduate of Mililani High School, who only took up the craft while serving as a practice partner for former UH snapper Tanuvasa Moe.
I mean, I came here, played DN, on my mind I was like, I want to be like Travis the Boy. That's all I wanted to be like. But pretty much from there on, it was just strictly long snapping, which was kind of hard to accept at first. I mean, it probably took me a year to really accept it. But, I mean, once I did, I realized, hey, you got to go with the flow and accept your role and be the best that you can be,
And he just might be, in case you haven't noticed. Ingram and the Warriors host Notre Dame in the Hawaii Bowl Christmas Eve at 3 p.m.